Hi, I'm Tony for us Productions, and the information in this video are based on my experience, my research, and they're my personal opinions. Today I want to talk about the differences between the National Court Reporter Association and the American Guild of Court Videographers. Both organizations are big certifiers of legal videographers in the United States. Both organizations offer a seminar, a test, and a practical. The difference is their approach to these two activities. The American Guild of Court Videographers starts out with the assumption that you are a professional videographer. There is no equipment training as part of the seminar. The National Court Reporters Association starts out basically with people who understand the legal profession and are court reporters, court videographers, or just other videographers that want to do something. And they do offer as one of their training seminars a whole day of hands-on equipment as part of their CLVS forum. They offer on the third day of their 3-day seminar. The second thing that's different is going to be the cost. If you go with the American Guild of Court Reporters, American Guild of Court Videographers, Dr. Marquette travels the country and offers a 3-day seminar where he packs it full of the information that a person that has never been in a legal system wouldn't understand. But again, he offers no equipment training, but he does offer some equipment suggestions. And he goes through all the different things that you can do as a legal videographer. That includes depositions, video wills, prenuptial agreements, construction draws, all the things that you can do, forensic, police evidence. In those 3 days, he teaches you and then he administers a test that you need to pass. You must pass the test. And in certain circumstances, you also have to do a practicum and show him that you know how to do a legal deposition. The cost for that is going to be somewhere between, by the time you travel to where he's at, pay for the seminar, have travel and hotel expenses, you're going to spend somewhere, I believe, between $900 and $1,800 total. And that's not a small amount, but since you're already a legal videographer, you should already have your own equipment and you should be prepared to do that. The National Court Reporter Association, the process takes a little longer and it's also a little more inflexible. For them, you have to take the seminar first. You must take the seminar. The second day of the seminar, if you're already doing legal depositions and you're already a videographer, but basically I'd recommend that you take all 3 days of their seminar and their forum. Is actually really, really good. They do a great job. 1 or 2 months after that, they offer a test that goes to the check and see, did you learn anything? And this is a computer-based test. You go to a computer testing center. They actually take your fingerprints and you sit at a computer desk. And I think it was 90 questions, 100 questions in 90 minutes that you have to pass. And you have to get at least a 70 to move on to the next step. After you pass the test, a few months later, 3 or 4 months later, you can take the practicum where they simulate you doing a legal deposition. Now, the National Court Reporter Association only teaches legal deposition. They don't teach the other activities that you can do as a legal deposition, whereas the American Guild of Court Videographers does teach all the other things that you can do. The cost for the NCRA and the time, though, is going to be longer. And that's because you have to pay for the seminar, and that's in one city. They move the testing. You have to pay for that. You can find a testing center in your area, but you got to pay for the test. You also then have to travel. If you're not lucky enough to live in one of the cities where they offer the production exam, you've got to travel for that. So you got to travel probably 2 times and pay for the exam. Also, if you are a person who doesn't have any equipment, you got to get your hands on some equipment so you can practice, because that test that they give you, their production test, is very, very serious. They have 2 people watching you conduct a legal deposition. The cost for that, I believe, is going to be somewhere between $1,500 and $3,000. Now, you say to yourself, oh my goodness, there's a difference in cost there. But you got to remember what the National Court Reporter Association is. It is a professional organization full of court reporters, and you'll make a lot of good contacts there. You'll do some good networking. The key is that you have to choose which one is appropriate for you. My spouse is actually certified by both the American Guild of Court Reporters and the National Court Reporter Association because he felt it was important that he understands both organizations. And his technique in taking legal videography is actually he pulls the best from both organizations and has his own way of doing it called the CH&H way. So you have to think about where you are, what you want to do, how much money you have before you make a decision on how you want to be certified. All right. Next time I'll talk to you about why you need to get your hands on some training information before you make a decision on whether to join this profession. All right. See you next time.